Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Amoi. So today I'm going to share a few steps that you can take to have better style by transforming your wardrobe/style. All right, so these are steps that I've implemented and taken myself, and I've been able to look back on my journey and break it down and share the steps that I took, just in case there's anyone out there looking to embark on a similar journey, or really, just transform their style, or just bring themselves to a place where they look more pulled together. I'm still in a work in progress. I do not claim to always look pulled together. So if you see me in the streets and I don't look pulled together, listen. This is my disclaimer, okay? I'm working on it. However, I am going to share what I've learned so far, and these are some steps that you can take to help you get started. All right, so a few years ago, I'll just share a little backstory about even what got me here and why I even wanted to do this. So a few years ago, I found myself frustrated with my wardrobe. I had clothes, but I had clothes that didn't really go together, but I made them go together. I had a lot of pieces that I liked, but I didn't feel like I had a very defined sense of style. So that led me to a complete wardrobe overhaul. The goal was to have a wardrobe that would help me look more pulled together on a regular basis. Now, I did this over the course of a few years because I was working on a very small budget at the time. But how long you take to complete this can definitely vary based on, one, the pace you want to go at and the budget that you have to complete the project. You can get it done in as little as a few weeks to a month, or it can be over the course of a few months, a year or more. Okay, it's totally up to you, because it's a journey. All right, guys, but before I get into the steps that I took, I want to introduce the candle of the day. I'm usually burning a candle in the background of my videos, and the one I'm burning today is Wild Honey Nectar by Red Leaf Home. I picked this up at Home Goods, and I was drawn to it because it has a delicate floral scent with a little warmth. It's the perfect scent to take you from late winter into spring. The warmth is great for the days that are still a little cold, but the slight floral scent reminds you that spring and blooming florals are on the horizon. All right, guys, so before we go into the steps that you can take to transform your style in your wardrobe, I want to highlight some benefits to even embarking on a journey like this, why it's even worth it to be intentional about your style and your wardrobe. So one main benefit is the fact that it can help to boost your mood and your self-confidence. So the old adage goes, when you look good, you feel good. It actually is true. There have been many days where I might not have been in the best mood, but the act of putting myself together really did help to boost my mood and help me to focus on something positive, during periods where it might have been really hard to do that. So, of course, this is not a replacement for dealing with things in your life. It's not a replacement for therapy, but it can be a step in the right direction. All right, the second main benefit for being intentional about your style, or even deciding to transform your style, improving your wardrobe, things like that, is that it can actually help you to save money, and it can help your money go further. So if you have a more defined sense of style, this can make it easier to have a capsule wardrobe, and also it can help you to be more intentional with what you buy and the pieces you acquire. That way, instead of spending your money on, things you never end up wearing because you don't know how to, or you don't know how it fits into your style, you don't know how it fits into your wardrobe, you can rather use that same money to buy pieces that you will actually wear and get more use out of, and pieces that actually help you to express your personal style, that you actually feel really good in. And that is how you'll be able to either one, save money and make your money go further. All right, guys, so let's get into the steps that you can take to transform your style and your wardrobe. All right, so the very first step I'm going to recommend is probably not one you'll hear in other videos like this, but is definitely a very important step that I took that helped me to actually finish this project and this journey, or actually get it moving. So the very first step that I would absolutely recommend, if you have not done so already, is to get a handle on your finances and your budget. Now, I know sometimes we don't like to talk about money. We don't talk about budgets. Budget sounds like an icky word. It sounds very limiting. But when you are in a position where you have a handle on your finances, your budget, it can actually be very freeing. The reason why this step is so important is because being able to take a snapshot of your finances and knowing how much you have to complete this project, one, it'll help you to determine how quickly you can get it done, the pace at which you want to go, and also the price points that you'll want to shop at to ensure that you can complete this project and have the style that you want, guys. It's achievable at any price point, especially when you follow these steps. So keep watching. All right, so the next step that I would recommend is defining your style. And I'm going to tell you how to do that. So one of my favorite tools when it comes to visualizing your style, things like that, is Pinterest, guys. Pinterest. So when I had personal style clients, one thing I would have them do is create a board on Pinterest. What this did was, if it helped me once they, pin their favorite outfits, things like that, it helped me to see what their vision was versus me trying to create a vision for them. One, it made my job a lot easier, but it also helped me to see where they wanted to go. So creating a board on Pinterest is kind of like a mood board. In one place, you get to see all of the fashion and style things you love, and this can help you to get a real, pretty much a snapshot of what type of fashion you love, what you're drawn to, and it'll start to help you to understand why. So the next thing I'm going to recommend is taking a style quiz. I will do my best to link below one that I took that was really helpful, if I can even find it. But the style quiz will really help you to put a name and really help you to hone in and be able to say, I am this, 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 and this. And then you'll start to understand why you're drawn to the pins that you're drawn to, why you're drawn to the celebrity looks that you're drawn to, or the blogger looks that you're drawn to, things like that. And this is really going to help you as you're selecting your pieces in the steps ahead. All right. So before we even start shopping, before we start touching any clothes, I would recommend that you take your measurements and find out what your body shape / body type is. Knowing and understanding your body shape can help you know how to choose and style certain pieces in a way that best flatter your body and personal style. All right, guys. So the next step that I would recommend is that you set your style goal. Now, setting a style goal will help you to determine where it is you want to take your style. This is where you look at your Pinterest board, you look at what your ideal style would be if money were no issue or no factor, right? I would say that's where you take that and consider your lifestyle, your day-to-day, what your life calls for, and find the meeting ground, and you find out how you're able to incorporate the things that you love, make those looks work for your lifestyle and your day-to-day, And this is where you will find your style goal. Now, knowing and having your style goal will help you to choose pieces and help you build your wardrobes in the steps that I will share. I will share now, okay? But setting a style goal will help you to know where it is that you want to go, and it'll help you to choose the pieces that fit into that. Once you've set a style goal, the next step would be to do a closet cleanse. So a closet cleanse is where you go through your entire wardrobe, your whole closet, and you get rid of anything that doesn't fit, that's worn out, that needs to be updated, that doesn't fit the style or the look that you want, right? That you're going for. This is where you get rid of all of that, okay? If you want, I can do a completely separate video. I've already done this, so I don't necessarily have examples of me doing it. But I can really break this down, and if you want to know how to decide what to get rid of, what to sell, what to donate, things like that, like really get into that, I can make a separate video about that. But the closet cleanse is where you're going to get rid of anything that's not serving you, anything that you're not actually wearing, that you probably are not going to wear, and you're going to pare your wardrobe down to what you are actually wearing, the things that fit into your basics, and you're going to be using or working with this wardrobe, and it's probably going to be a small percentage of your wardrobe, and this is going to be your working wardrobe as you finish out this process. All right, so once you've done your closet cleanse, now it's time to build your basics. So this is where if you need to, you may need to update some of your basics. So this is your camisoles, your tanks, if you wear tanks, bodysuits like the one I'm wearing, your basic tees, like jeans that you wear on a regular basis, things like that. Maybe your basics for work, so black pants, trousers, blazer, a pencil skirt, different things like that. This is where you will build that out if you don't have all of the basics that you need. Once you've built out your basics, you will have the groundwork for creating really cool outfits by just using basics. And after you've built out your basics, this is where you will add, update, or identify your elevated basics. So what I call elevated basics, these would be like the leather jacket, or like a blazer that's in a really cool color aside from black and navy. These are, you might add a blazer with some that has like a pop of color, or blazers that might have some leather accents, or different things like that. These are still things that you need. These can be like jackets. These are still things that you need, but they have a little something else about them that really adds another element to your wardrobe. And so when you have this, you have your basics, your elevated basics, you'd be surprised how many looks you can create with just some basics and some jackets and things like that. You will already be well on your way to looking more pulled together. All right, and the last step after you have the groundwork, you have your basics, your elevated basics, you would then add the pieces you love. This is where you add a piece, like if you want to try out a trend, or this is where you add something that has tops that have embellished sleeves, and something that's a little more fun, that shows more of your personality. These are the things that you might wear for specific occasions, things like that. But the reason why I would add these last is that you'll always have something to wear them with. Like if you get a top that has embellished sleeves or different embellishments, at least you have jeans that you can wear with them. Okay, at least you probably have a skirt that you can wear with that top. It can be shoes that's in pops of color aside from black and nude, right? It can have maybe rhinestones or this and that. You can likely add those to outfits that you've created with your basics and your elevated basics, to really create different looks. And then, of course, you can add those dresses and different things like that, something you may wear for occasions that's more dressy, or just, times when you want to show a little more personality, things like that. But when you have your basics already, you have a working wardrobe, you pretty much have what you need, and then you can add those pieces that show a little more personality. All right, guys, and this is a bonus. You can do this if you like. I would recommend it. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt, but find out your color palette. All right. So if you've heard anything about color theory, it really just it helps you to discover your skin tone, your undertones, and understand what colors look best on you. It might even help you to understand why you're drawn to certain colors, right? You probably are already naturally drawn to the colors that look really good on you. Okay. It also helps you to decide what to wear. If you don't know what to wear, let's say for like a job interview, or you have to take new headshots, or maybe for a date or something like that, you don't really know, you can very easily just go to one of the colors in your color palette and you'll probably be really good. So I'll do my best to link a resource that I use, but you can also try Googling it, and then start to figure out. You might have to cross-reference and use a few different free resources to help you find yours. But yeah, it definitely is it comes in quite handy, right? Especially as you're adding those pieces you love and the pops of color and all of that. All right, guys. So that's that. So if you take all of these steps, you should end up with a wardrobe that will help you to look more pulled together. With these pieces, you should be able to create outfits that always fit who you are and will help you to look how you want to look at any given time, no matter the occasion. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope this was helpful to you. If you know anyone that you think who would enjoy this video, please share it with them. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, bye.